Hi everyone, welcome back to Talent Sprint's course Everyone Can Code. Today in this video we are going to write the problem on twin primes. We're going to write a method which returns a string containing all the twin primes between the given range. So the return string should be in the format as mentioned in the below 2 points. Each prime number is separated by a colon and each pair of twin primes are separated by a comma. So let's say for the input value in the range 1 to 20, the prime numbers 3 and 5 as you see are separated by a colon. And the twin primes 5, 7 again are separated by a comma. So again 11, 13 separated by a colon and the set 13, 17 separated by a comma. So we just have to figure out which numbers are prime and which are pair of twin primes. The method specifications to be taken care of are: if any of the given argument values are negative or 0, we return -1. If the start value is greater than or equal to the limit value, then we return -2. And if the given input range does not contain any twin primes, then we return -3. In all other cases, we have to return our string specified in the format as shown here, separated by colons and commas. So let's jump into the code. So as you see here, this is our skeleton structure. We have the class called twinprimes01, wherein we have taken the range of numbers from 1 to 200. And we are calling the function twinprimes. Also, to check whether the number is prime or not, we are creating another piece of code called the function isPrime. So let's start off with the function twinprimes and address first the corner cases. The case where if start is less than 0 and limit is less than 0, we return -1. And if start is greater than equal to limit, we return -2. So that's this fairly simple piece of code where we have this if condition to check the first case and this if condition to check the second case. Also, we have initialized the result string to null and return the result string. Now finally, in this piece of code, we have to write a for loop that iterates through the number range from 1 to 200 and check if a number is prime or not. Also, since we have to check for twin primes, that part also will be taken care of here itself. So let's see how we do that. So we write a basic for loop that iterates from n equals to start till n is less than equal to the limit. And also in each iteration we increment n by 1. Now inside this for loop we check if n is a prime number or not. Now for that we'll call our isPrime function here, which we'll implement a while later. But for now, just let's call the function and pass our variable n here that needs to be checked. Now if isPrime is equals to true, we need to check if the difference between the prime number and the previous prime is 2. So for that we have to start with the first previous prime. So the first previous prime in the range is 2. So let's just initialize the previous prime to 2 here in the starting. And now inside this we'll check if n minus previous prime is double equals to 2 or not. So the difference is double equals to 2 or not. Now if the difference is double equals to 2, then we just have to create our result string in the pattern that was specified. So we add first previous prime, then we add a colon, then we add our current prime number, that is n, followed by a comma. So this is it. This is the string that we have to add to the result every time where n minus previous prime, the difference comes out to be 2. Now once this is done, for the next iteration, we need to make sure that we change our previous prime to the current prime number, that is n. Alright. Now, when this for loop is all done, we have to add this piece of code. That is, if result.length, the final string, is all empty, double equals to 0, return -3. Otherwise, all we need to do is remove this last comma from the result string. So for that, we need to take substring of the result string from index 0 to the last index. That would be length -1. So -1 will remove this last comma. So far so good. Now we have to implement the isPrime. So for implementing isPrime, we can straight ahead write a few basic conditions. If num is equals to 1, return false. If number is 2, return true. If number is divisible by 2, return false. And then just add a simple for loop that runs from 2 to num by 2, and for each iteration it checks if the number is divisible by any number between 2 to num by 2. So let me quickly write that code here. So you see all the if conditions in place. If number is equals to 1, if number is equals to 2, what to do. If number is divisible by 2, then return false. And then this for loop that runs from 2 to num by 2 and checks if any number in this range divides our number, then return false. Otherwise, return true. Let me quickly run this program and see if we are getting our right output. So that is your string for numbers from 1 to 50. And check here that the last comma that would have come because of this result string is removed because we carefully added this substring line here. So we remove this comma by taking a substring of the result from 0 to length -1. So I hope you understood this program. Thank you for watching and happy coding.